since 2011. I'm your host, Jim Sammartino, and this is week number 7. It's our final week that we're going to be filming before we show you this special week number 8, but I wanted to share a couple points of information as well as a lot of really great clips. First thing I want to go over is our weight loss so far. As a group, we've lost a total of 192 pounds through 7 weeks. We still have 1 more to go. In this envelope, I have the leaderboard information of who's number 1, 2, and 3. And doesn't matter. When it comes down to it, it's all about better conditioning. Getting in great shape, looking better, clothes fitting better. It doesn't matter how much weight you lose, it's about how you feel. So don't worry about that number. As far as the clips today, we're going to have an opportunity to share a lot of great information with you. We're going to go up to the headquarters of InMotion Meals and have a conversation with Ben and Carlo, the owners and operators of the organization. We're also going to have a chance to talk to Sensei Corito, the head instructor of Tiger Schulman Watchung. And lastly, we're going to reveal week number 7's winner and give you a special top 10 countdown of nutritional tips that will summarize this whole series. Hope you enjoy. Take a look at these upcoming clips. Welcome back. Before we reveal who the winner is for the contest that debuted in week number 7, I want to introduce a special guest. Today we have Ben from InMotion Meals, who is the co-owner and founder. So Ben, what's your story? Why did you end up getting into this field of business?
Information was more available than ever before with the advent of the internet and websites that were devoted to fitness. But the country as a whole wasn't any more healthier than it was.
We looked at the situation, my partner and I, who is Carlo Filippone, who is a really world-recognized chef, especially for his ability to not only create great tasting dishes, but also very healthy dishes.
He and I were very good friends prior to starting the company. We looked at the situation, assessed the situation, said, why is it that fitness is more available than ever before? But the country as a whole is not really any healthier than it ever was before. In fact, quite the opposite, really. Over the 25 years that fitness had a huge expansion of growth, likely somewhere in the neighborhood of 300%. The obesity epidemic in the country also grew an equal 300%.
Things that didn't make sense to us, and we looked at the situation and we said, it's got to be the food. It's got to be our food supply. It has to be the average American's eating habits and what they choose each and every day at mealtime. So we thought, you know what, nobody's really doing it. Nobody's really doing it the way we would do it in terms of delivering a viable, healthy, proper nutrition-based meal program.
Let's see if we can be that resource for people who are already involved in fitness, but they're just not really quite getting the results that they're looking for because the nutrition is a little bit out of whack. Maybe it's due to time constraints, maybe it's due to lack of skill in the kitchen, whatever it may be. Let's give them a product that could really help them and see if by bridging that nutrition component with their fitness lifestyle, if that can start to bring about the type of change that they were looking for when they first started.
What kind of success stories have you had coming out since you started the InMotion Meal Company?
I think by far the way, some of the everyday average people who have called us up and said, before I started you guys, I was ready to throw in the towel. And since starting with you guys, I really feel that not only have I gotten great results from my lifestyle of fitness and eating well, but I'm more motivated than ever before because it's never been so easy, and I really feel like I'm never going to give up like I have in the past. I'm going to continue to move forward, and that's really where the most reward has come from.
You've mentioned a lot of the partnerships that you've developed, and I know you have a great partnership with Tiger Schulman. What was the reason you chose Tiger Schulman as one of those springboard organizations to help promote your product?
I've learned so much about the company over the last 2 years that we've been involved with Tiger Schulman's. And I know that they're predominantly a martial arts company first, but what I really love about them and why they work so well with partnering with us is in a relationship with InMotion Meals is because they're really more about and mostly about just general health and wellness and fitness, as well as the martial arts skills and techniques. And they preach better living through better nutrition as much as any fitness company that I've ever known or been associated with.
What kind of nutritional tips do you have for either the folks at home that are unaware of the programs we have to offer or unavailable to reach some of the programs we have to offer? What are some of those parting nutritional tips that you might have for those or the 60-day challenge contestants?
To make sure that you watch the quality of what you're eating and not so much the quantity of what you eat.
Before we finish up this segment, wanted to personally thank you both on myself as well as the TSMMA 60-Day Challenge group. I know everything for everybody out there, we're all about convenience and we're all about getting to places quicker. That's just the way our society is brought up. And that's also why we are at the obesity level we're at right now. You just turned that around and made it that much easier for us, where you created something that gives us that ease, that quick path right to fitness. Thank you very much for that. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Made a great difference. And thank you again for supporting the Life Happens 11 series to really give the students that showcase, to give them that motivation. So up to next time, we'll show you the winner of the Week 7 video clip. We're here at the headquarters of In Motion Meals in Fairview, New Jersey. Have a very special guest with us today, Carlo. He's the head chef and co-owner of the organization. And as you can see in the background here, we have the special privilege of being able to see some of the facility and a lot of what they do in order to make these great, delicious meals. So Carlo, how did you come up with such a great concept that is just so in need?
You know what, Jim, it's a combination of many years spent in the food service business and many years spent in the bodybuilding vernacular in the health and wellness sector. I've spent 20 years actively competing both as an amateur and as a professional in the bodybuilding community. I've spent as much time, or more time actually, 25 years or so, in the restaurant business. As young as 11 or 12 years old, I'd walk into my dad's restaurants and pizzerias and watch my mom and watch my dad follow their protocol on a daily basis and watch what they were doing. So I was always enamored by what my parents were doing. Of course, being a child, you look up to those around you, and fortunately for me, it was my parents. I began putting recipes together basically to try to keep myself healthier, to allow myself the opportunity to make things easier to compete. When I began competing as a bodybuilder, I didn't want to eat bland chicken and dried tuna and dried out steaks. So I began combining what I knew, which was the food with the health and wellness. And after that, my partner and I, Ben, who you've all seen, I'm sure, at this point, we conceptualized In Motion Meals as it is today.
Okay, so that's fantastic from your beginnings, and it's really birthed from your passion, which is why everything is so good, because you care that much about it, and that's truly what it means. Mm-hmm. So how does the food go from this kitchen into our homes so we can eat nutritiously?
Yes, the way it goes to your home is basically we get it there. We don't have a third-party vendor who delivers to you. We take care of all the personal and customer service. So it's a personalized touch that we like. We don't ship dry ice. We don't airmail ship throughout the country. Right now we are limited as far as zones, and that is the New York, New Jersey metropolitan area. We cover all of Manhattan. We cover southern New York. We cover all of eastern Pennsylvania and all of Connecticut. Basically, you'll call in, you'll give your order to one of our receptionists. It's usually Veronica or Blanca who'll answer the phone, or you can order online like we said. But basically, the idea was conceptualized, and we try to make it as easy and efficient for everybody to have a product that's accessible to them, that is good for them, and that tastes very good, so that we can try to make a difference in this society. Mm-hmm.
So I know one of the main things that makes your meals so great is the flash freezing. Why don't you tell us about how that flash freezing really makes a difference for me, the end consumer?
What we came up with was the idea to go with the newest of the technological advances, which was the blast chilling and the flash freezing. What that does is it allows you to cook a fresh product and then freeze it immediately, hence blast chilling, flash freezing. It is cooked and immediately frozen, therefore it allows for all the flavors and all of the nutrients and vitamins that are in that meal to be entrapped. We then package and label and get that dish shipped out to your home. We have the ability to store about 5,000 meals right now. We have a very, very good turnover time. Nothing sits in our freezer for more than 7 days. It has a shelf life, the meals have a shelf life of 90 days, and that's preservative and additive free. I need to know that what I had was made within a reasonable time frame for me to enjoy, and if it could be good for me, then that's a big plus.
Mm-hmm. And I really appreciate your time, and thank you very much for being able to create something for both the way you and Ben combine this, so we can now use that convenience, as we mentioned in that previous tip, to be able to eat something healthy, because we have to eat anyway. You might as well eat something that you're going to enjoy. It's also going to get you in great shape. So Carlo, thank you very much. I'll let you get back to cooking.
Thank you.
And I'll see you guys in the next clip.